Hey, Mad Hatter here once again with a update on my Frankenstrat project. Um, this update is gonna go over what I just got done doing with my body and what I'm doing with my tone knob. So, before I get into it, if you would please hit that subscribe button, um, uh, give me a like, ring my bell, please leave a comment down below, and we'll get right into it here. What I did with the body, I wasn't happy with the um, the surface of it. It still was too shiny. So what I did was I took some 400 grit sandpaper and just ripped off a little section of it. Now I already did this after I applied the epoxy on the body, uh, but there was still shiny spots on here. So I just went over it again, just probably about 30 minutes ago. Went over it again with the sandpaper and got rid of more of the shiny spots on it, except for the pockets here. They're still shining there, but that's really not going to matter right now. So yeah, I went over front and back. So um, there aren't very many shiny spots left on here now. Hold on for a second. Sorry. Sorry about that. My phone went off. I had a timer set on it for my tone knobs soaking. But anyway, yes, that's what I did. I went back over the body with 400 grit sandpaper, and it came out a little bit better. So I'm pretty happy with it. Now, after you do that, you're gonna want to take some naphtha and wipe off the body. That'll get rid of any of the epoxy residue that's gathered on the body, and you'll want to take like a piece of um, towel paper here and fold it in half, and then fold it again, and then fold it over one more time. So you got a little square of towel paper there, and then soak it with naphtha. Just tip the can over and soak it, and then wipe the body down to get rid of all of the epoxy residue that's gathered on the body, both front and back and around on the sides. And that'll get rid of all of the residue. Now, what I'm doing with the um, tone knobs is I already got one soaking right here. Let me take it out of the. It's been soaking for about an hour and a half. There's some coffee grounds on it. What I got is coffee grounds in there. If you can see that, if it'll come into focus. Focus. There we are. So it's been soaking for about an hour and a half. Now what I did was, and I'm going to do this for your benefit, is I took coffee grounds, obviously, because I just got done saying it, and I got a little plastic ramekin cup here, and carefully do this so I don't get it on the body. Put the coffee grounds in the ramekin. And what I did was I added hot water, but I got a bottle of water right here. And I filled it about that high. So it shows you right there. I filled it about this high. And then I took, sorry about that. And then I took liquid stain that I got from Stu Mac. And if it'll come into focus, it's a vintage amber. Not really coming into focus. Doesn't really want to focus. I don't know why. But it's vintage amber liquid stain. And I took and put 15 drops in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 15 drops. Wipe off the excess off the nozzle. Get the top back on. And I took a tone knob right here. And I am going to move my body because I don't want to wipe it off again. And I took a tone knob. And I took the sandpaper. And I roughed it up. So you want to rough it up. Both top and the sides. I have a Dremel, but I didn't feel like breaking out the Dremel and doing this because it's just too much of a hassle right now. So you just rough it up with the sandpaper over the numbers. I'm not going to do this all the way. I'm just doing this for your guys' benefit. So you rough it up. Take your mixture of coffee grounds and, oops, wrong one. Take your mixture of coffee grounds and liquid stain and stir it up. Make sure you get it all stirred up. Then take your tone knob, put it in upside down, and push it down in. No, I let mine soak. It's still soaking, by the way. I let mine soak. I set a timer for an hour and a half, and it got pretty dark. It depends on, it's your preference how dark you want it. You can let it sit for um, an hour and a half. You can still let it sit for a day. You can let it sit for 3 days if you want. Depends. It all depends on you. Um, so that's about all it is. The only thing is that you have to rough it up with sandpaper, um, because there is a finish on these knobs. So you want to try to get as much finish on these knobs as possible, so that way the coffee grounds, or however you want to do it, um, grabs onto the plastic. So I mean, I've seen different ways people do it. They do it with coffee grounds. They do it with uh, different different things. I've never seen it done with coffee grounds and liquid stain before, so I figured, I would try that. So that's how I did my tone knob. So that's about it. I mean, that's just a little catch up on what I've been doing with the guitar body, and oh, excuse me, and my tone knobs. So I'm still waiting on my neck. The body, by the way, is from Music Craft. They did an excellent job on the body. It was perfect. And my neck is coming from Music Craft also. So since it's custom, is probably another 6-7 weeks to wait on it. So I'll be waiting on that. And once I get the body all set and stuff like that, then I'll be starting on the neck. All right. Well, thank you very much for stopping by and watching. And you guys have a good evening. Bye bye.